doing a everyday makeup look. And if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jordan and I make videos kind of whenever I can. It's kind of a bit of everything. There's makeup, there's food, there's vlogs, there's mental health stuff. So if any of that seems like something you'd like to watch, please do subscribe. It is down below. You can just hit that little button, and yeah, let's just get into the video. Alright, so I wanted to do my everyday makeup because like my everyday makeup is pretty much the same except for the eyes. Like every kind of look I go for is different every day, but it's kind of simple. So I always use my Natio Aegis primer. It is the only primer I have, but it is really good and it feels like a serum and it's just so nice and gentle on my skin, and I feel like it just makes my skin look extra dewy but not oily and just nice and healthy, and it helps with my dry spots as well. Alright, so now that is done, I'm just going to let that sink into my skin, and while I do that I usually do my eyebrows. So the eyebrow product I use is the Mode little eyebrow pencil. These are $3 from Kmart and they're vegan and cruelty free, which is amazing. So yeah, it's just got a little brush and on one, so I just use that to put my brows up like that. And I need to really get my eyebrows done because there's a heap of hair there that shouldn't be there, but I really cannot be bothered. I kind of just start by putting a line at the bottom like that, and then putting one at the top and just going like that. And then I just kind of fill in. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I just go like that. And then I get the brush and brush it through. And voila, that's one eyebrow done, so I'm just going to go do the other eyebrow. Alright, so now to make sure my brows stay in place, I use a brow like mascara gel thing, and I just have the L'Oreal one. This is the only item I have in my collection that is tested on animals. I'm trying to finish it up, but I think a brow gel with a brow pencil is a really good idea because it does keep your brows in place. So any cruelty free one that you guys think would be a good dupe for this, do let me know because I do love the little brush. I'm considering just keeping that to dip into the next tube I get. So I just go like that, just make sure it all stays in place. If you want to just use a brow wax, that would be really good because it'll keep your eyebrows in place, but because I'm using a pencil, I feel like using a little brow thingo like this just helps out with keeping them in place. So now that that's all soaked in, I'm going to prime my eyes, and I use the Nude by Nature Perfecting Eye Primer, which is this little guy here. It's a really good eye primer. It is like $20, which is expensive, but I got it on sale at Priceline for $5. So definitely recommend getting it if you can get it on sale. I know Target, Chemist Warehouse, and Big W are having a massive like cosmetic sale, and they all stock Nude by Nature, so you'll be able to get them there. But it's a really good eye primer and I really do love it, and it keeps my eye makeup in place. So I just let that dry and I go into the Soft Glam palette, and I just kind of wait till it's tacky. So this side's nice and tacky, whereas that side isn't yet. I like to go in with a big like eyeshadow brush like this. This is just a little Eco Tools one, and I go into the shade Tempera. As you can see, is very used and loved, and I just love this colour to set my base, as it's a really nice, just like kind of my skin tone colour, just a tad lighter, and it does help in covering the eye veins I do have because of my fair skin. And I just try to get under the brow bone to highlight a little, but it doesn't really matter because I will be going in later to do that. So I'm just going to zoom you in a little so you can see my eyes a bit better. and we can have a look up close what I'm doing. I'm sorry if this is on a weird angle, I've just tried to zoom up a little so you guys can see. So for a while I was just using this palette and this palette alone to create an eye look, and it's kind of whatever I felt that day, but I have a new eyeshadow palette which is this Chi Chi Nudes one, and it's been my go-to, so I thought I would use this. I do have quite a minimal makeup collection, but I just am in love with the shades, and it's a perfect dupe for the Urban Decay Naked palette which I wanted, but this was $16 compared to $83, so so I just like to get a little fluffy brush like that. This is again just a little Eco Tools one, and I just grab this brown shade here, and I'm just going to take some on my brush, tap off the excess, and just go in my crease. I find this is such a nice and flattering crease colour, and you can wear it on your own, on its own, sorry, and it would look really, really pretty. And I just kind of do windshield wiper motions, bringing it up because I do have hooded eyes, and I do have small lids as well. So I'm just going to do the same with the other eye, and then I just kind of add a bit more as I need to try make the eyes look as even as possible, because I find one side is always darker. So then I grab a little kind of flat tapered brush like this. This is just an e.l.f. blending brush, and I grab the darker brown shade here and just put that on the outer corner and just pack it on like that and blend it into the crease just a little, and then just kind of dab and pack it on like that and just pat it. I find that doing that with this kind of brush gives a more like nice seamless blended look. I don't know what I'm really talking about, but I feel like it looks really, really good like that, opposed to using a dense blending brush and just going like that and packing it on, if you know what I mean. So I feel like you could create just any look with these three brushes that I've been using, and like, because obviously you can use them for multiple things, and I always just use my finger for a shimmer because I feel like it just adds more pigment and colour. So now that is done, you can see that it's a little bit deeper. So sometimes if I want to go in a bit deeper look, I go on with this bluey kind of black shade. But today I'm going to try just putting this darker shimmery brown. I feel like even though it's a shimmer, the shimmer won't come up very much, but it will help make this look just a bit more intense, I guess, which sometimes I like to go for. God, that's pigmented. A lot of pigment just came off. So I'm just going to put that right there. And just try to blend it out a little bit less because I just want it to kind of stay in that area. But yeah, for an everyday look I just try to go for whatever I feel, and it's usually kind of just a look like this, which is quite deep with a shimmer on the lid. And I'm just going to wipe underneath my eye to try to clean up whatever eyeshadow kind of just went everywhere. So now I'm going to choose a shimmer, and I really like this gold bronzy colour, so I'm just going to get my finger and go like that, and then I just go back in with that brush we used to pack the colour on, just to kind of dab at it a little to try blend out the colour more evenly. For some reason on this eye the shimmer never looks as good as that, so I'm just going to try make it as even looking as possible and just kind of blend that outwards. So now that that is done, I'm going to continue with the rest of my face, and then we will come back to the eyes. Alright, so now we are back to the rest of the face. This is something new to my collection. I literally got it yesterday, but I know it's something I will use every day because it is a concealer, and it's just this Nude by Nature Flawless Concealer, and it's in the shade 02 Porcelain Beige, which is a perfect colour, and I will just be wiping all this eyeshadow out from under my eyes and be whacking it on like that. And it's cool because this shade is a little bit lighter than my skin tone too, by the looks of things, so it will give a subtle highlight, and I'm just going to blend that out with my finger because I find the warmth of your finger gets the product distributed. I feel like that's the right word, evenly, and it does provide a very nice coverage as well. But now we've got the concealer on, as you can see, I'm going to go in with my mineral foundation, which is the Eco Minerals here, and I'm in the shade Perfection Light Vanilla. I just love mineral foundation. Not only is it quicker to apply, but I find it's more comfortable to wear, and it gives me the same coverage as any other foundation would, like any liquid foundation. And I'm also going to just use this flat top kabuki brush. It's a Nude by Nature one, and it's their buffing brush. So I'm just going to tap off a little and just start working it down here, and then working my way up and just patting that down on the concealer like that, and just trying to practically hide the redness. That's what I like foundation for, is to even out my skin tone and to hide the redness. And I'm just going to bring it up into my hairline a little. But this foundation is a perfect colour match for me as well. That's another thing I like about mineral foundations. They tend to be a very, very good colour match. And I'm just going to then dab that under the concealer. Alright, so just to go under my eyes, just to make sure they are set properly, I will be going in just with this little Real Technique setting brush and just grabbing a bit more and just patting it under like that, because I want it to be as set as possible to decrease the chance of creasing as much as possible. So then at this point, because I'm getting close to doing my lips, I put some lip balm on, and this is just a little Blistex one. So for the bronzer I use, it is this Tarte little Hotel Heiress bronzer. It's such a pretty shade, and I use that on this Nashade like dual-ended brush, and I find this end is perfect for contouring or bronzing, which is what I use a bronzer for. And I just grab a little bit, tap off the excess, go like that over there, and that over there, and then I'm just trying to get all the product off the brush before I go in and properly blend out my cheekbones, just because I don't want like completely orange. So then I just go like that and kind of just blend up a little and try and make it look as nice and natural as possible. And now with powder, with blush, I also use a little Tarte one. It's in the shade Ornate, and I don't think you can buy this in the bigger pans. This is just something I bought for $5 off the Facebook sale marketplace, and I just tap the same brush in, get a bit off, smile like that, and just in swishing motions going like that. And then for highlighter, I just use the Mary Lou Luminizer, and did I just say Mary Lou Luminizer? Yeah, I use the Mary Lou Luminizer, and I just use this end of the Nashade brush, and I just tap it into the pan a little, tap off the excess, and swipe it on my cheeks like that, and as you can see, it is blinding. I love a good like gold highlight, and I put a little bit of my Cupid's bow. I don't know if it actually does anything, but I think it does, and just swirling on that side. And then lately I've just been putting a little bit of the leftover on top of my forehead there, on my brow bones. I just feel like it gives a really, really glowy look, which is what I am really into. Alright, so going back in with the eyes, I'm just going to grab what was left over on this fluffy brush and take that under. And then with the leftover brown shade on here, I'm just going to add that. And then this is where we go back into the soft glam. I again take Tempera and I use an angled kind of fluffy brush like this because I find it's perfect to just get right under the brow bone and highlight and just blend out the eyeshadow. And I don't know if you can tell, but it makes a hell of a lot of difference, and I've been doing this lately. I just hit pan! That's so cool. I have not hit pan on an eyeshadow ever. Oh my god. That is so cool, guys. Oh my, look. That is so cool. But yeah, I absolutely love this shade, and I just go like that, and this brush is so perfect for just blending everything out and making it look flawless and seamless. So then I'm going to go in and highlight my inner corner, which I don't always do, but I've got these two shades here, which I'll be using this shade, and I just grab a little flat brush like that, and I'm just going to dip into this little light kind of golden shade and tap off the excess and just place that right in my tear duct, because we like a little bit of shimmer, just not too much, because I don't want to like have it look over the top. But I feel like with my hooded eyes it just not only brings the look together, but I don't know, it just makes them look more open. But I'm also just going to grab a little bit of that same shade on the same brush and use it to highlight this part of my brow bone, because I do have hooded eyes. I want my eyebrows to seem more lifted so that it looks like I do have more lid space. So I'm just going to do that over here. So before I put on any mascara or lipstick, I just use a setting spray. This is just a little cheap Australis one. It's just their regular spritz. I know they have a matte one. And I just spray that on my face, and then I'll just usually use my palette to kind of make it dry quicker. Alright, so now my setting spray is dry. It's just made everything stay in place and make it look a little bit extra glowy with the highlighter. So the mascara I use is this little $3 Mode Cosmetics one. Again, these are only $3 as I said, and they are cruelty free and vegan and just super cheap, so it does the job. So I just am going to get up close because I want to show you how well it does work. Now some days I will like let it dry and layer it to have more like in your face lashes, but recently I haven't been liking that. But I find this mascara isn't heavy at all, which is the reason why I had to get rid of my last one, because it was a really thick heavy formula. It just went bad and lasted like nearly 2 months instead of the full 3 months like a mascara should, because you should be replacing them every 3 months, which I never knew, which is probably why my eyes got irritated a lot of the time. There's no really point to have anything in your face with mascara. I kind of just usually do that when it is time to go out to a fancy dinner or something, but I really do like the mascara and it works really well. So now for lipstick, I'm just going to keep you zoomed in for that because I just want you to be able to see the colour better. So I usually go for a nude lip, and I have 4 options. I have this Jeffree Star Christmas cookie, which I don't know if you can tell, but it's nearly done. I love it that much. Then I've got this Chi Chi Bombshell, which is a nice pretty pink colour with a slight shimmer. And then I have Beautiful Stranger, which is a dupe for MAC Velvet Teddy, and then I have this Australis Mambo. So I kind of just go for whatever I feel like that day, and today I feel like a Christmas cookie. So I'm just going to put that on. I really do like Jeffree Star's lipsticks. I have 2 now instead of having as many as I did have, but this one and the red that I have are my favourites, so I don't feel the need to have any more than that. And at the top, because I have a really weird like V shape, I just kind of put a line across it to join it like that, because I don't know, I feel like it makes my lips look a bit more even and a little bit more fuller at the top, because I do have such a thin top lip. So that's the only way I kind of overdraw them. Alright, so this is my kind of everyday go-to makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I know I didn't, like, my eye look kind of changes all the time, so it is very difficult to do an everyday look, but this is kind of the everyday eye makeup look I go for anyways. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm so close to 200 subscribers, so if you could subscribe, that'd be absolutely amazing. And I hope wherever you are, your day or night is well, and I'll see you next time. Bye!